Welcome back to the channel. Today, another Work on Wednesday, which is another opportunity for you to become a better trader. So let's get started. Right. So before we dive into today's session, I quickly want to tell you guys that this is the last session of the Work on Wednesday series. I did 5 episodes. This is episode number 5. And I just noticed that not many people like to watch these videos. And I think it's because there's work in the title, and a lot of people they don't want to work. They just want it to come naturally. They don't want to put in the hours. They don't want to hear about how to become profitable. They just want to see a video of a guy with a Lamborghini. I'm not going to give you guys that video, but I am going to end this series. So the few people that actually watched this and took action, great stuff, great stuff. You really improved your trading if you did it the right way. So yeah, the thing is just no one wants to put in the work. I've noticed this over and over again. And people also tend to think that the free stuff is not valuable. But hopefully you are different, because today I'm giving you something that can really turn your trading around. So let's dive into today's work. And the work is read the best article ever written. Now, if you haven't seen it already, I posted this article and I called it the best Forex trading article ever written. Bit of a catchy name, if you ask me. It was to draw a bit of attention, but I also truly believe that this is one of the best articles I've ever seen in terms of Forex trading. Now, for those of you that already went through it, stick with this video because I'm going to give you guys some tips as well. So let's go through the article. What can you expect? Because I essentially wrote down the entire path to profitable trading. And this is also what my coaching clients go through. They go through this step by step, building their edge to eventually building a career and have profitable trading, in the sense that they can actually make money trading and that they can get an income from trading. So that's what this entire blog is about. It's quite a big article, as you can see, but if you really take the time to go through this article and save this article, just save this article on your computer, and then maybe just do one point at a time. The thing is, this is a free course that I've written down, and because it's free, people tend to think it's not valuable, like I said before, but this really is. This is different. I think this is better than most courses you pay for, and I really mean that. I think most courses are shit. And I think if you take the time to digest this article, you will learn a lot. So let's dive into it. I will start with a bit of an introduction to profitability, what it is, what it should be about, and a bit of a reality check that trading really forces you to look in the mirror and to realize that you suck at it, which is okay. And the thing is that most people they don't want to admit to themselves that they really suck at trading. And that's the starting point, in my opinion. And it's hard because on Instagram, you see all these people with big cars and with cocktails and claiming to trade $1 million account on MD4 and those type of things. And they never have losing days. And of course, that makes it very hard to admit to yourself that you just suck, that you make mistakes, you lose money. But the longer you avoid the reality and looking in the mirror that, okay, you actually suck at trading, the longer it will take for you to become profitable. And it sounds a bit harsh to say that you suck, but if you lose money, you just suck. That's just the reality. And it's totally fine because everyone sucks at some point. But that gives you a starting point to realize, okay, what am I sucking at? What can I improve? But if you keep lying to yourself, and if you have a winning trade, you keep posting it on Instagram, but deep down, you know that over the long term, you lose, you're never getting anywhere. So that's the beginning of this article, realizing that you suck. Bit of reality check for most people. Some humor is in this as well. As you can see, the article won't give you a Lamborghini, the Holy Grail, or a bigger dick. So for you guys that are watching this video hoping to get a bigger dick, it's not going to happen. Then Having a realistic expectation. So I'm going a bit deeper into the reality check that I gave you guys in the beginning, and really diving deep into the industry, what is right, what is wrong, who is lying, who is honest, those type of things. Few truth bombs here. It takes years to become profitable. If you've been watching this channel, you already know that. Only a few make it. Social media is filled with fake traders, and drawdowns are real. So then I go ahead and give you an example of drawdowns, and I post this picture in here of my backtested results. This is only in R, so this is not in terms of money management, risk allocation, and those type of things. It's my basic edge without confluence factors, without risk management. As you can see, it performs quite well. But then I zoom in and I look at the areas where the returns are shit, basically. And when I zoom in, you can see that I wrote down, you can see the backtest performance, very great, etc. The longest drawdown was 51 trades. That meant that it took 51 trades to make a new equity high in the equity curve. And I'm not saying you're going to have 51 trades of drawdown, and I have never had it before, simply because I use confluence, I use risk allocation. So my drawdowns don't take 51 trades. It would be ridiculous. But the point is to really make you guys aware that drawdowns are natural. They are so natural. And your job as a trader is to go through them and to not make mistakes. So a bit of a reality check there. Reality of trading. Then I'll dive into edge development, what it is, how you can start with it. So I wrote down the two most important things to become profitable. Number one, an edge, and number two, the ability to execute your edge without mistakes. Then I really encourage the readers to keep it simple. I wrote down, if you're fat, the problem comes from eating more calories than you burn. Because you know this, you now can come up with a plan to fix it by moving more or eating less. The point is, keep it simple, guys. If you're not profitable, it's in this area. It's either number one or number two. Being real with yourself and being aware allows you to highlight what you suck at, and then you can start up with edge development and to become better. Quick tip right here that I wrote down: if you're losing money, create an edge that is as mechanical as possible. Now, the reason I said it is because mechanical edges are easier to follow, easier to backtest, and easier to improve. And in terms of performance, compared to someone that's an experienced discretionary trader, the mechanical systems can be a bit less profitable. But in the beginning, it's so important to get into the routine of following a system, to testing a system, improving a system. And that's way easier with mechanical trading. So that's why I think it's better for beginners to focus on mechanical trading. And then later on, as they build experience, to add in discretion, just like I do. Point 3, learning concepts. In order to develop an edge, you need to learn concepts. Simple as that. An edge, a strategy, is built on concepts. There are so many concepts out there, and in this part of the article I encourage you guys to learn different concepts and to really stick with what you like, and to basically ditch everything you don't like. I said this before, but that's very important, because you want a strategy that you like. Otherwise you probably are not going to test it because you find it boring. Simple print screen of what I trade. If you've been watching this channel, you know it, but I wait for a range, a false break of a range, and a real break of a range, and I enter on the momentum of the breakout. Simple stuff, and that's what I also want to encourage you guys. Just keep it simple. You don't need 20 indicators, or here's a zone on the weekly chart, but on the daily chart we have this zone, and then the fib level from that swing high to that swing low is the 50 fib, and it lines up with a resistance on the M5. Keep it simple. You can really be profitable with simple trading. I'm proof. My trading is simple as fuck, and it does make me money. So stage 4, testing concepts. When you found what you like, test everything. Does it work? How does it work? How well does it work? When does it work? You need to be able to answer those questions with a clear answer and with data. And that is very important. And in order to do this, you need to be able to build rules around the concepts that you took. And that can be very hard because let's say people tell me, I want to trade breakouts. And then I tell them, all right, how do you define a breakout? And then they're like, yeah, a breakout of resistance. And I'm like, okay, but how can you make sure that every time you look at a chart, you draw resistance the same way? And those are the things that you need to dive deep into, because those are the things that can create a consistent process. A consistent process can be tested. Then you can see if there's an edge in trading that way. So that's very hard. And I call this perhaps the hardest part of building your edge, is to go from concepts to testable rules that you like and that work. So also give you guys some homework here. Again, it's fully a free course. And if you really take the time to read it, take notes, just grab an empty notebook, a worksheet, whatever. If you really work on this, you can really become profitable. I might be crazy for putting this out there for free. Let me say that. So picture of simple backtesting stuff, and some things to consider when backtesting. Know your invalidation, test a few targets, and basic confluence factors. Then when you have the concepts you like, you have realistic expectations, you have testable rules, and you have tested the rules, and when you have found edge in backtesting, then it's time for demo trading, because you want to see if what you tested can be executed in live markets. The goal of this phase is simple. You need to note down any problem that comes up with executing your edge in the real markets. Then you need to fix all these problems, and you need to get a feeling for the edge in the live markets. I would say trade this for a few months until you actually fixed all the problems that come up, and until you're profitable on demo. Your results on demo should be equal to the ones you had with backtesting. Otherwise, there's something wrong. You backtested wrong, or your strategy can't perform the same in live markets than with backtesting. And then you need to figure out what it is. So that's demo trading. And then once you're profitable with demo trading, live trading. Most people start here. They read about smart money trading and they open a live account, lose all the money, and then fund a new account, and it goes completely wrong. This is live trading. Step 6, guys. Step 6. Realize this. There's so much work before you get to that live trading stage. We're now only at step 6. So let's go back to step 6. There we go. Live trading. How to approach a phase, start a small account, get a journal, review, improve. That's all it is in live trading. Start small. I would say 500 euros, 1,000 euros, small account. And just follow your strategy to the best of your ability. Get a trading journal, review if you make mistakes, review your trades to see if you can improve in certain areas, and then build up. And then once you are profitable on live and you notice that you can handle trading live money on a live account, then you can start to look at how can I get more funds to trade with. And then you can go prop money, you can get investors. And that's really what point 7 is about: building your career, getting more capital to trade with, and really looking at the benefits and what you need to do in order to get the capital. So it's really an all-in-one document, step by step, going through how you can become a profitable trader, from getting realistic expectations, building your edge, testing your edge, demo trading, live trading, and then getting funding. This is the path you should follow to become a profitable trader. This is the path that I have followed. This is the path that many profitable traders have followed. So I really want to encourage you guys, get a Word document and really study this, study it. And I know it's free, and I know people tend to think it's shit if it's free, but just follow this, really do. And then you can become profitable as well if you take the time to work on it. So thanks for watching. This is the last episode in the Work on Wednesday series. It's a lot of work, this one, to read it and to actually take action on it, but it will definitely be worth it. So thank you guys for watching this series. If you still have any questions, comment down below. You can still get the support on this. And then I'll see you in the next video.